That's all right.
All right, starting a stream. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it says live and ready to go. Where are we? Dun, dun, dun. I can't even remember how to share. Oh yeah, just grab the link up the top here. Dun, dun, dun. Posting in the group. Where are we? All right. Dun, dun, dun. Questions below. Boom. All right, mate. You can monitor the questions. All right. I'm sure it'll just be Marcel.
Sounds good, mate.
Or maybe it'll be nobody. All right. Anyway, there we are. Off to a red hot start. Gidley Gang Pod. Round 6 we've just had. So in the books, mate. And yeah, I've got another screen up here that I shouldn't have. A few technical gremlins.
On.
No. I minimized all my pornography. So I should just like put some real fucking weird shit in my like my bookmarks. Anyway.
Flashes up.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what did you make of that round, Toddy? Just a quick summary of all things Gidley Gang.
Well, it was good on my behalf. Not so good for Jared. A couple other people. Austin, 500 Club. Well done, son.
Yeah,
the app also being extremely good this week. So,
yeah. I'll preface this pod by saying that I barely followed my own matchup, let alone anyone else's matchups. Just I think I briefly looked at yours, and then I saw that Austin was on for 500, and then that was about it. So it was fun and games. But first of all, mate, can we talk about your microphone, mate? You got a brand new microphone?
Yeah, mate. New setup.
I heard you went down to Kmart and you put down a credit card and you said, "Give me the best $45 microphone you can money can buy."
That's right. $40, mate.
Yeah, I
Can't go wrong.
I think we're microphone brothers now. I think they're if they're not the same make, they're very similar. So, welcome to the world of superior audio. We're ready to go full time on this one, I think. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll jump straight into the matchups. So, first fixture, we might as well get straight to it. The Canberra Criminals absolutely destroyed nearly 200 points. So,
yeah, 198. Wow.
Massive. I mean, even if Marcel didn't have Finucane go down, like in basically the first minute, he's still in a world of trouble. So, thoughts on this one-sided affair, Toddy?
Well, Kalen Ponga just stands out like a sore thumb. I can't see him doing that again, to be honest. David Fafita also played well for once. Who else? Tamalolo, come of age.
Yeah, Tamalolo's definitely kind of getting back to his old self. And Fafita has put together a few big weeks with some tries and looking very likely all of a sudden. So, yeah.
To be honest, the 500 only came from like Ponga. The rest of the scores aren't that big.
Ponga, Fafita, and Tamalolo definitely pulled their weight. I mean, 57 from best at centre is very quality for a centre.
You take that, yeah.
You take that to the bank and get 0.2% per interest a year on it. Yeah, I know. Wow, they're really handing out the money there. Yeah, I mean, Ben Hunt, Sewer, Laurie, and Croker weren't much to write home about, so definitely got carried by a few big ones. But yeah, you take the 500s, how you get them, and it was the first one of the year, and yeah, there you go. Hopefully, he's got it all out of his system because I may or may not.
What are you playing this week?
Yeah, may or may not have a match up against him. So, yeah, that would be. It's timely, and I think Marcel said as well to me that, yeah, like it's if there's ever going to be a week where he flops, this is the week to do it. Like last thing you want is like half your guys firing, and then you still get like absolutely trounced. So.
Yeah.
But
100%.
Yeah, I mean TPJ 28. I didn't really follow this matchup too closely, but just quickly bringing up his stats, and he played the full 80. So 28's pretty poor. Not great.
Did he get a try in that?
I don't think so. God, why'd you ask me that after I got rid of his stats, mate? No, you got to try. You got to try week 5. So Panthers he busted out 51 with a try, which isn't super great. But yeah. Anyway, that's definitely not what Marcel had in mind. Hold on. He didn't have Heverington there, did he? Did he?
No, he didn't. Oh.
Who
would he have had?
No, he had Turpin.
Unless he made waiver changes.
Yeah, just refreshed it. Yeah, so he had Turpin, 28, and Turpin's been dropped. So, yeah, the fact that he's playing Heverington now at his hooker, it's getting desperate for him. He's borderline at the point where he needs to, like, make a trade for another hooker because, yeah, it's not a good place to be in. Yeah, Brayley can't come back soon enough for him. But...
no, still a while away, I think.
Yep. So anyway, enough about that contest. Next one. It was kind of the battle of I think it was last and second last at the time.
It was.
But yeah, Rhett's dug himself up to 9th spot, and Kirsty put in a decent effort, 382. But yeah. No luck. She's still sitting 12th. Has she got any victories yet?
I don't think so.
Ooh, that's that's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for her.
Sorry, she's got 1. She's 1-5.
Who did she beat?
She won in round 1.
There you go. She won 1-1 in round 1. It's a little tongue twister for you, Todd.
She beat Austin.
Ah, there you go. And now he's posting 5 hundos. So, how the turntables turn. What? Bit of office quotes. Harry Grant, 77. He's showing why he's the big dog at hooker. 62 from Frizzell. That jumps out at me as well. And yeah, Gilbert
71.
Yeah, on the bench. He's thrown him in. So he's done a bit of a reshuffle for the coming round.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
He's absolutely stacked with forwards. Yeah, so I'll just refresh again because his sides changed before my eyes. So, yeah, Gilbert, Madison. It's kind of he's got a rotating chair of forwards because his side for next week's already going to look very different. But
he's in that trap of chasing bench points.
Yeah, you change your squad based on last week's, but last week's last week. Clemmer though is because he's had Clemmer and Papali'i on his bench, and that they've always been guns. I mean, Papali'i's been a bit up and down over the years. So he has runs, And Clemens actually, that was only his second game. I didn't even realize he was gone. So there you go. He's got some interesting some backs. Schneider's kind of a quiet achiever. Targo, Manu, Adokar, they can all go big. Consistency's going to be the question on a few of those, especially Manu and Adokar. Targo's pretty new, so yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Kirsty's performance?
Thompson was good, 69. Cherry Evans, a couple of 50s. Cherry Evans, Kelly, Ravalava was poor.
You know who loves a 69, Tots?
What?
You know who loves a 69? Luke Thompson.
I don't, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Luke Thompson. He scored 69, yeah. Anyway.
Big one was Alex Twal on the bench, 76.
Yeah, crikey.
He was a beast, actually, for the Tigers. Off the bench, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he was off the bench, you know, you can appreciate her not playing him, so it is what it is.
Yeah, it's also an issue for next week, or this week. Cotter is named on the bench, so
ooh,
that could be an issue for her. Hooker.
She's another person with hooker issues.
Yeah, Will Kennedy was also quiet.
He was playing the Storm, though, so, you know. I think Ravalala cost her the game, really. I mean, that 14. It was, if he had a decent score, you know, she gets a lot closer. So, yeah, there we go. How's the questions going, mate? Is it jam-packed, or are we just talking to nobody?
It's not, but there's a couple of comments.
All right.
Jesse said the boys are on.
The boys are fucking on here, mate. The boys are on. Sorry for swearing, Astrid. Astrid doesn't watch.
Said this could be... Yeah, she doesn't. It's too late. This could be like some inside joke I'm not sure about. But, it says, oh, never mind. And in brackets, thanks.
What?
Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I think only Facebook friends of him are privy to the joke. So I don't know. Maybe
obviously.
Maybe he was about to go to bed and he's like, oh, never mind. The boys are on. The boys are on here. Yeah. I don't know.
We also have Marcel with a comment, which I don't get.
Do you get any of the comments tonight?
He says, did you break Kirsty's curse by announcing her season as over? She could be on for 2 wins in a row. Well, she didn't win, so I'm not sure how that's possible.
Well, to answer that question, no, he didn't break her curse because she didn't win, and she's not on for 2 wins in a row. Unless she's got some dream draw coming up and you're talking about the next 2. So, can we get some real questions up in this thing? Marcel, talking absolute gibberish. No wonder he lost by 200 points. What a retard.
I see. He plays her this week.
Oh yeah, shoo-in.
And I play her next week.
Okay, so dream run. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Hey, speaking of dream runs, Marty came up against me on probably my worst score of the season so far, 403. So he kind of just got across the line there, 412. And I'm not going to say it was down to Damien Cook, but he did score. He did score 3 tries, and that happened to be like the one game over Friday, Saturday that I sat down and watched with Kyle. I forced him to watch some NRL. He didn't know what sport we were watching for a while. He's like, no, what? No.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
It used to be cool.
When he had the bowl cut, or I remember he bet me a Nickelback CD once, so I don't think he's ever been cool.
Okay, I'll take it back.
He told me you listen to Nickelback, so
Yeah, mate. No.
No. Okay. Well, there we go. On the pod, uncovered vicious rumors that Kyle's spreading about Euro music listening. So, moving on. Yeah, Cook.
Oh, well, I listened to Hoover Stink, mate.
Hoover Stink. It's Hoover Stank, mate. Come on.
I know that.
2003 called. They want their bands back.
I don't listen to music.
Yeah, you just listen to the Gidley Gang pod on repeat.
Just pods, mate.
You just listen to old episodes.
Bloke in a Bar podcast.
Oh, how many blokes are in the bar?
No, there's usually 3.
Oh, there you go. Bloke. They should call it blokes in a bar. That's that's the most flagrant false advertising since the movie The Never Ending Story. So.
Yeah, that story ended.
That's the joke, Toto. Moving right along.
Okay.
Let's get into some actual fantasy because we're going nowhere here. Yeah, I was pretty happy when Cook scored 3 tries and he only posted 82. I was like, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, 100%. I think he took some time off the field.
Oh, yeah, he's probably.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I think he had some time off.
I think I rage quit halfway through the game. It's like, no, can't watch this. Yeah, other notable performances. Gagai 50. He's been solid at winger fullback for Marty. Jackson 52. Vaughan 51. I think those boys kind of killed me there. I thought I might have been on, but Gagai's performance kind of gave him the run, and then they're no good for me. Todd's talk through my side. Where did it all go wrong for me? Who should I cut?
Well, is Nathan Brown make his debut? Is that his first game for you?
No, he played last week. And by last week, I mean round 5. So. Mate, it's desperate times. I've got Carrigan. Carrigan's out. So, yeah. It's rough out there, mate.
Yeah. Drinkwater was well below what he was the first week you had him. Curran spent time off the field, as we discussed, but that's okay.
Yeah, borderline.
Kawatu was good.
If Curran didn't get that knock, so Curran what? Cork, he missed 11 minutes. And Ola Kawatu, he missed the last 10 minutes because he cramped up. So right there, I'm going to say that's the game for me, you know? Like, extra 10 minutes from both those boys, that's easy 10, 15 points. So it wasn't to be.
Ewan Aiken was also quiet.
Yeah, yep.
34.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically all base stats. But 34 is like fine, right? Like, because a lot of centers have to score a try to even get that. So, I'm not against it. Yeah, I think too many okay scores, not enough greatness. So, a few of the boys could be a bit more like Olakau'atu, then the world would be a better place. So. All right. Well, moving right along. Once again, the Stags do with no Stags, and he's had another big one, 69. You know who loves a 69? Jared Roberts. Look at his bench, mate. Stags, Sorensen, 60. These two boys here, 69 in each other. And he's not playing any of them. It's ridiculous.
Well, they're busy, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Stags is sucking Sorensen's toe.
Far out.
The jokes write themselves.
Whatever you're into.
Yeah, Tommy Dearden is not doing the trick at half, I'll tell you that much.
No.
So I think he'd been decent up until then. Let's have a quick look at the old Stataroos. Yeah, so he's gone 42, 37, 56, 55, 48. I assume Jared's like, oh, fuck yeah, this guy's on here. I'm going to play him. And he pokes out a 16. Not good, mate. Not good.
Not at all.
It's just
He
not
also
cricket.
had Nat Butcher, who was on the bench. That Angus Crichton experiment seems to be over.
Yeah. So Butcher's not working for him there. Nakora, he was out. So, yeah. But he's also got Sims chilling there. Both his edges, 27. Not great. And you know what? Brandon Smith, he's not doing anything. Yeah, he's been poo. Absolute poo. So,
Jesse Arthurs as well. That's, yeah.
He was always going to be.
Panic stations.
He was always going to be poo. I mean, Teddy's not really firing at the moment either, but 40 is okay. So, needs a few more nice pickups like a May. Needs to, I would move May down to winger fullback. You get Staggs in the centre. Staggs is playing the Bulldogs. And
100%.
I saw that the Bulldogs had like some COVID dramas. So I don't know.
There's 12 players out.
Really? Are they all starters?
Yep.
You're joking.
I know Brent Naden's one.
Wasn't he already injured?
A few others.
That was Burns who was injured.
Yeah. There's a few others.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it because I have one.
Interesting. Yeah, so, you know what? Broncos could put an absolute cricket score on them. So, could be anything, mate. Could be anything.
They've only got 19 available players.
Yeah, right. I think I saw Gus Gould on Twitter. He's like, we are asking for special circumstances due to COVID. We need more players. I haven't watched Channel 9 in a while. So I know that's not what Gus sounds like. I don't know where else going with that. I don't really know where I'm going with much of anything on this pod, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Let's just move on.
Toz, you talk now. Go on.
It's my side. You talk.
Oh, I just talked a lot, mate. It's, the people want to hear you with your new magical microphone. Yo, mate, you must be loving what he's doing.
Yeah, it was good. Cameron Murray as well was good. Talakai.
Yo's your best player.
I love that little...
Yo's your best player, yeah?
This week, yeah.
That's what you told Kyle when you tried to trade him for Nico Hines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Breaking on the pod, that trade was revealed to me over the weekend by Kyle. Nico Hines for Yo. I mean, it's going off the scores. It's a great trade. You should have taken it. So there you go.
His loss.
I know.
I just noticed too. Talakai's been given dual status. He's got the center and edge. He didn't have that before.
Yeah, what round are we? Interesting. 6. Yeah, maybe they've updated the duels. Maybe do they do it every 3 rounds?
I'm not sure, but
I thought they did it.
Tell you.
Yeah, I thought they did it a bit less frequently than that. But yeah, I mean, we all knew that was coming. So there you go. What is it? Oh, that's perfect for you, mate. You can get old Crichton in and piss off Burton. As soon as you piss off Burton, though, he'll start playing good.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to play Tuolungi and Crichton in the edge.
Yes. I really appreciate you reminding me about dropping Tuolungi. I wish I'd stuck with him because, yeah, there's not a lot of talent out there now. And I'm not getting any of it. Top of the ladder. There's no waivers happening for me, so I've fallen into the classic trap of being good and then getting no waivers and sucking in the postseason.
Take some tips from Kyle. He's Tuolungi was a last minute pickup when Sean Lane got dropped.
He's had trouble putting together
50.
like a full game, so
yeah, He scored like 58 that week. I was pretty happy.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got an interesting makeup on your bench. You've got some decent players, so you could potentially have the same kind of trap as we're talking about Austin, chasing last week. So yeah.
Yeah. But I haven't really been doing that. I've sort of stuck pretty solid.
Yeah. Randall seems to be coming along too. But yeah, I thought you were on for a 500 there for a while, but Austin stole your thunder, mate. So not good.
I think Burton and Johnson killed me there.
They did. Speaking of teams that got killed, talk me through this next one, mate.
Hang on, let me just get to it.
I'm just gonna have a sip of my cold tea. 2 bags.
Wow, I did not.
Look at that.
I did not realise how close this matchup was. What? Hang on. I'm not looking.
Oh look, I got 2 bags
2
in my tea, mate. Chamomile and green. I'm making a hybrid here. It's like on Dragon Ball Z when they do the fusion dance. I'm doing that with tea bags.
There you go.
It's better warm, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Talk me through this matchup, please.
Yeah. So Chris Snedden got the dub against Mike Snedden by 3 points. Pretty dour affair, to be honest. For Mike, I pointed this out to you halfway through the week, and I got dudded by it. But he dropped. Who did he drop? Who did I say? I can't remember. He's centre. He doesn't have him anymore.
Oh yeah, he dropped.
Paulo.
Was it Paulo?
He dropped Paulo, who scored 7. Yeah, I think so. He scored 7 last week, and then Milne was on 7.
Yeah.
Him 4. I thought it was funny.
No, I thought he had someone else in there, but not Paulo. But low scores there for sure. Just low across the board. It was not the quality matchup that you'd want from the Snedden boys. You expect the Sneddens to turn it on and really have a tough affair against each other, but this was a shit show, mate.
100%.
This is an absolute shit show.
I think for Chris, his best score was 57 from Lomax, and Lomax has been pretty poor.
Mate, you see what he fucking did to Frizzell?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot, mate.
Joke.
I mean, yeah. And then he ran like a cat. And then at the end of the game, Clemmer's all up in his face, and he's fucking shitting bricks. I think they were like, see you in the car park, bitch.
He attempted to apologise, but he didn't reply to him.
There you go. Left him on read. You hate to see it happen.
I know.
Yeah, look, just
Been
going.
there before.
That's Chris. Left you on read with the friend request.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you where Mike lost the matchup. Reed Marnie. He got subbed off for Mitch Rain. So Mitch Rain was on the bench for the Eels. First time this year. I don't think he's named this week either. So, yeah, that's it there. 3 points. If he's on for his regular minutes, easy done there. Yeah, Edge is basically where it's happening for him though. Moses was quiet. He's expecting a cricket score against the Tigers. But yeah, he needs to sort something else out because
he wasn't very good either.
He's got so he had Tessie New. He's just chasing Broncos fullbacks at this point because he had Tessie New. Now he's got T. Marie Martin, who hasn't played a game in like 1,000 days. Literally had to retire for medical reasons and has made a miraculous comeback. He has risen, much like Jesus on Easter or Christmas. When does Jesus rise? Don't know.
No.
I missed that part of
He
scripture.
never did. There's no such thing.
Mate, sacrilege. Sinner. There we go. The power of Christ compels you, Tods.
Shut up.
Mate, no hot cross buns for you
Get
next
started.
Easter, alright? You can get fucked. You're on Jesus' shit list, you are.
That's alright.
We just lost all our religious viewers on the pod. I know everybody's
Okay, I could live with that.
everybody's deeply religious here at Gidley Gang. Yeah, so more on Chris's side. Yeah, there's a few names here. None of them good, but they're definitely names. Fodawaker's been a bit of a disappointment, I'll be honest. Hasn't done a lot. So
is Lindsay Collins.
Yeah, they're kind of guys where, and I want to say Sneds has had Collins before, you know. I think he's a multiple Lindsay owner. I think you've even had him a few times. But
I had him last year, but before he got concussed, before he done, what did he do? His knee?
He has been a bit injury prone.
And he was really good. He was outstanding, but he's been really poor this year.
You know, I actually kind of rate some of his scores in the backs. You know, they're decent scores. 44 from Johnson's pretty good, and obviously the 57 from Lomax is great. But the forwards. Needs to find some.
Very cool.
Yeah, well, he's got Matty Moylan on the bench, you know, so he's desperate when he starts playing him. So, all right, mate. A last matchup.
Just on Chris's side one more time. Sorry.
Okay.
One person I've been really impressed with is Jeremy Marshall-King.
Yeah.
He's been really good this year.
Yeah. Definitely a value pick.
Yeah.
A real smoky. I know you love a smoky, Tods.
Bit early for smoky talk, but stuffy.
All right, cool. Well, moving on to the matchup. Quite the easy victory for Jesse, 415. 369 for Kyle, who finds himself in precarious position towards
Ball territory.
Yeah, look, if it wasn't for Kirsty being on one win, he'd be well in for a sniff of the ball sack. But I think he's only got 2 wins, so he's really not doing much better. If you have a look at some of the names in his side, he's got he's stacked on paper, you know.
Yeah.
Like Cleary, Hines, Guffo's quality. Capewell's definitely dropped off since he's gone to the Broncos. McInnes is just kind of starting to get back into his minutes. There's no way this side should be second last. I mean, did Simpkin get injured at hooker? Or was it? Did he have lit? No.
I don't know.
Because 25 minutes. I think Brooks played some hooker. I was listening to some of it on the radio, but that was my take.
They also had they had that Maddock on the bench, I think.
Jock Madden.
Or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he played a bit of hooker.
Yeah. So anyway, Burns has gone down injured. 9 points. But I don't think that was a difference maker. Mind you, that 369 is with a 93 from Cleary. So yikes.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Rest of the boys, you know what they got to do?
We got a lift.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of players that got a lift, Campbell Gray, mate, 33. He's been disappointing after, a few big games. And this run coming up, the Rabbits have a pretty good run of opponents. West Tigers this week, so anyone with Rabbits in their side should be expecting some decent scores. But they're not quite the same team as last year, I think, without Reynolds.
Who are you talking about? Rabbits. Yes.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Hey, any more questions?
No, it's gone quiet.
That's all right, mate. It's Marcel's run out of questions. He asked his fucking 50 questions last week, so.
Yeah.
So, Jesse's side. 69, Coruscant. Pretty good. Don't mind it. His mids, 38-41. Not about that. But yeah, Munster, he was looking on. He was looking on from the get-go in that game. So he was definitely the difference maker.
Not really. Not really. He was only good for the second half. He was pretty quiet the first half.
I think maybe after about 30... Yeah, he definitely turned it on at the start of the second half. He had that ridiculous kick.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did carve. So I think he definitely warmed up, but second half he put the afterburners on. And yeah, I think he steps up for the big contest, and he can go a bit missing sometimes and let the other boys kind of take the starring role.
Yeah, he was made to look good too, to be fair.
Yeah.
Some of the defensive were pretty poor.
Yep. Yeah, and speaking of pretty poor, Payne Haas, 0 points in this game. Didn't even play. Absolute laziness.
His mids have just changed for me.
Yeah.
Payne Haas and Paul lower back.
Yeah, so Paul and Haas, he didn't have them. So the fact that he's got the dub against Kyle without those boys, yeah, he'll be happy with that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan Edwards, 27. Not really loving what he's putting out. Average of 41. That's okay though. Just had a bit of a down week. But yeah, doesn't matter, mate. He got the win, so.
That's right.
All right. What do you think? We'll have a look at the ladder.
Yep.
Just bringing it up, mate. Top of the ladder, the Potty Boys, first and second, just how it should be, mate.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Just stop the count. That's it. Straight to the finals. Here we go. Yeah, so Jared's dropped down. Sneds is still somehow in third. It's the guy that posted 369. So,
Piss poor.
I'm just going back through the fixtures to see some of our scores. So 369 round 6, 354 round 5 loss, as it should be. My voice is going.
He scored the third least amount of points.
332 in round 4. 305 victory in round 3. 388 victory. And then round 1, 378 victory. Mate, he has had a run. He has had an absolute run of form. Well, not
Has
form.
He hit 400 yet?
No, he hasn't. Yeah, so crazy. He's just had like an absolute dream run of matchups. It's been insane. So, but it's only going to cost him in the long run because he won't be able to get waivers, improve his side. Because if he's not scoring 400, it's not going to mean much at the end of the season. He kind of had the same last year because he was pretty high up in the 4, and then.
Yeah, but
and then he lost. He lost basically every game.
Yeah, his points differential. Plus 100. How is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just had stuff all points scored against him, really. So most other teams have had at least like 100, 200 more. I mean, look at Jesse's side. 2,400 points scored against him. Marcel, 2,439. So, yeah.
Sneds is the lowest. He's the lowest points against. So.
Yeah, by far. By at least like 130-ish. So, yeah. And I mean, like Jared as well, his points 4 is pretty low for 4th spot. So, the only person with lower points 4 is Kirsty, and she's in dead last. So, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bit of luck with the old matchups, that's for sure. So, yeah, what are you making of the ladder, mate? Who needs to lift?
Mike definitely needs to lift. It's not where you want you to be as a defending champion. But I can't see him getting an 8 this season. So
wow, yeah, we were talking about his side. It wasn't too crash hot. You think he's just gotten complacent? He's like, won it, done it, not interested.
Yeah, you look at from 6th down. I think it's going to be a lottery as to who finishes where. If it was, you know what I mean. If you look at the teams.
Well, Austin's definitely making a charge. That 500 score, so remains to be seen if you can keep it going this week against me. Yeah, so it's definitely close. Bar Kirsty and Kyle, and let's be honest, Michael as well. Pretty poor stuff. So
yeah,
definitely. Some interesting battles. You definitely want to finish in the top 4, though. So
100%.
Get that second matchup. All right, mate. Well,
home final.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I'm just Olympic Park across the road, mate. Stadium Australia. That's my home ground. So, all right, mate. Any closing thoughts for the podcast?
We're going to look at the matchups this week quickly.
I don't know, mate. My voice is running out here. You can run through them. Because I can...
I'll just go through and give my tip, and that's it.
Okay, sure. Shoot.
So we have 8th place myself against 12th place Kirsty. I am going to tip an upset. I'm going to tip Kirsty in this one.
Wow.
I think. What about you?
Sure, why not? Kirsty by 2 points. Next.
Yep.
You go, mate. You go. You're running this thing.
Okay. Yeah, right. I couldn't hear. I thought something went wrong. 7th up against 1st. Austin versus yourself. I think yourself will win easily. Rhett in 9th up against myself.
Hold on, I don't know about easily. Austin just posted the first 500 of the year, and now you think I'm going to beat him easily. I've been playing pretty well, my boys.
Look at his scores. If you didn't have Ponga have his one big game of the year, I just think it was a fluke, and I was going to get it first, and he did. So.
Look, the Battle of the Stobie Army, I think it's going to be closer than you expect. So, but I definitely plan on destroying him and making him cry. Anyway, your matchup. I'm assuming you're tipping yourself to win.
Yeah, I think I'll win that. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll back that on last week's scores.
Yeah, the next one's interesting. Marty versus Christopher Snedden.
Marty.
Yeah, I'm going Marty too. Yeah. The next one is Jared and
Sneds needs to start losing with these 360 scores. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see the matchup being 400 for both.
I love you, mate, but these 360 wins are ridiculous, and even you would say so. Jared versus Jesse. Is Jared going to play Stags this week?
Look, I think he should. Whether he listens to us, I don't know. But I think Jesse has the midfield bolstered. I think he'll win this.
Okay.
I'm going to call the next matchup the battle for the spoon. Mike versus Kyle. I actually don't know who has the better side here.
It's not quite the battle. It's not quite the battle for the balls because they're 10th and 11th. It's more like it's like the battle for the shaft. It's like balls adjacent. So
yeah, I'm tipping Kyle only because he has Hines and Cleary. That's it.
Yeah, I think he's just got better names in his side, and he needs them to actually do something. Mike's chasing points at fullback and chasing his tail to be quite honest. So yeah, that about sums it up.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's the pod, mate. How do you like your new microphone?
Well, I don't know because I can't hear anything.
I mean, it sounds all right. Yeah, it's not You're not going to start recording any music in the studio anytime soon, but I mean, gets the job done.
Never know, mate. Never know. Knowlesy might get onto me.
Oh God! All right, well, we'll cut it off there. See you later, everyone.
On that note, adios.